Hey there, and welcome to Throw Up Thursday. I'm your host, Dr. J.J. Kelly, the punk rock doc.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Dr. J.J. Kelly, the punk rock doc, and this is Throw Up Thursday, where you come and barf your problems and leave feeling better. Joining me in are docs and unorthodox, Olivia, and she's always a good time, which is, hi, Olivia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing my best.
Yep.
How are you?
But a little lower energy today myself.
Mm-hmm.
Day 2 of not really being able to see the sun. It's hard. It's hard.
Surprisingly, not great for morale.
No, it's not. I must say, though, we did, well, why don't you talk about the call? We did an impromptu call last night.
So we had a call with the dog. What's next? Is an earthquake happen right as we started?
Sure. Yeah, it's not my fuck up. It's an earthquake. Please, go on.
We did a call with some of the docs where it was a support call, but I think we all just sort of decided that we just needed a place to like goof off and just tell funny stories and laugh and be silly. And it was so like healing and refreshing.
Yeah.
It felt like an island in the middle of like a day just kind of being lost at sea.
Oh, that's well put. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the idea in my mind, at least, was if we could just goof around and get laughing, we would calm our central nervous systems down a little bit. And plus, we would connect with each other in a sea of red sky and no sun, where it just seems so much more isolating in a way. So that was my idea going into it. I had no idea it was going to go that well, but I think it was wonderful. I think it's what all of us, myself included, what we needed and didn't even know fully that we needed.
Your card was crazy.
Yeah. I was like, how the hell am I going to pull a play card? How am I going to pull this off? But, I did go into the call and offered you guys the impromptu call with that intention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big, big fan of laughter as a way to decompress stress, particularly fear. And
why? That was one of my talking points that I had. Why does it help? Why do you think it helps?
Well, I mean, physiologically, laughter. And you know who the expert on this is the laugh yoga guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cardiologist from India. I've watched him for many, many years. He's so great. And he will break down all the science for you. But what I always say is that it calms down the central nervous system. And you can feel the evidence of that when you do it. And so his whole thing with laugh yoga is you start laughing not at anything. Mm-hmm. Just like fake laugh into the camera until you're laughing for real. I mean, my brothers and I used to do that when we were little. And like that game we played last night, I used to be like, let's play Make Me Laugh, you go first. Like on car trips and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to play, but I don't want to be the one to go. You do it for me. And that was so funny last night. Oh my gosh. So it does calm you down just in a neurophysiological way. Mm-hmm. And nobody really doubts it. Even when it starts out real tense, or even when it gets a little into hysteria like it did last night, you can just feel the relief of it. Mm-hmm. It's just such a shared human thing.
Yeah, I agree. I was doing like a thing today to like get myself back into my body and like catching myself doing the like, oh, woe is me kind of thing, where I started dancing, and then I was making really intense eye contact with myself in the mirror and doing like more and more outrageous dance moves until I made myself laugh.
Yes.
Like doing the thing that we did last night, but with myself, which helped. Yeah.
It
So that
does help.
It does help, yeah. And it's also just that, like, well, part of what I wanted to talk about is, like, going over some distress tolerance, since I think right now that's kind of where everyone is. Like, there's not a whole lot to be done when it's snowing ash outside. So, like, the important thing to do is self-care and validate and just, like, basics. Like, what can I do to make myself feel, like, safe and, like, valid and okay in the moment?
Love it. So, what do you consider maybe your top 3 of self-care then?
Since COVID, it's been, because most of my forms of self-care were like, go out to the movies by myself, go out and eat dinner.
Well, that's more celebratory entertainment. I mean, basic self-care is like water.
Basic self-care. Yeah. So it's like showers are like a big thing for me now.
Okay.
Makeup and like outfits.
Okay.
And just water.
Yeah. Exercise. Nobody's getting enough exercise.
Yeah.
And
surprised I left that one out.
I could not believe you motherfuckers are not meditating. I get you trained in the meditation and nobody's even using it. And you all like just went deer in headlights when I was like, who's meditating? What? No one? I would be going out of my mind if I weren't meditating. And it doesn't matter what kind. I mean, we do TM, but it doesn't matter what kind you do. But I can appreciate that it makes people sort of more anxious to sit down to meditate right now. However, that's why you got to do it. Do once a day even.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're nodding, but how are you going to make yourself do that?
Well, I didn't get the TM training.
Oh, you're not one of them. So I'm yelling. Okay, Astrid on. I'll yell at Astrid.
That's why I'm nodding, because
I'm yelling at the wrong kid. Okay, beg your pardon.
Try not to get defensive though, so I'm just like, okay.
That was a really skillful way of not getting defensive. When you had every right to, you're like, bitch, I haven't learned the TM.
Well, I was like, you're not talking to me because I didn't do it. So
I switched into talking to you. How funny. Okay. And there are lots of things, what is that? Like Insight Timer has a lot of good stuff. And there's that one, there's that like self-comforting one by Liz Gilbert. That Eat, Pray, Love woman. You gotta look at that. And listen to it. It's really, it's like the stuffed animal there thing.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah, you do love that. So, okay. Are you able to access this question or?
No, I can't see it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Astrid, how do I make sure I meditate without shame? Okay, without shame. I'm guessing that shaming yourself for not meditating is probably leading you to the not meditating. My guess is for everybody, shame is keeping them from meditating. But ego is another thing. Like everybody falls off the horse of meditation. Everybody in every form falls off the horse. Just get back on. It's like a perfectionistic thing. Oh my God, I was meditating every day for an hour for 2 months. And then one time I didn't, and 2 more months went by without doing it. Like, just get back on. For our practice, Astrid, twice a day, 20 minutes. I mean, just tell yourself you're going to do 5. A lot of times, if you just sit down for 5, you're going to do the full 20. And make sure you do the cool down to the 2 minutes. I do 3, but 2 is the minimum for the cool down. But even the way the question is worded, I don't know if I can access it. How do I make sure I meditate? Do we really want to use that language? I don't know. How do I choose? Like, what are the emotions that you think are getting in the way of you effectively engaging in your meditation practice right now? You're welcome to put it in the comments, but just think about it. My guess was shame, but you probably have other ones. And perfectionism is probably in the fear camp. So ego gremlin tells us, oh my God, you're not even doing it. I can't believe it's too much pressure. There's enough pressure in the world. And that was kind of something I just wanted to touch on today, is everybody's got to just chill on their to-do list a little bit right now. It is weird. It was hard times anyway. It's extra weird now. I don't think people in other parts of the country understand either just how scary the just straight up visual is of this. It has like that doomsday, all the fucking apocalyptic movies have this red sky thing going on. You never actually thought you would see it like in real life. That's movie zombie stuff.
I went to downtown today to go get some coffee, and like driving through it was so upsetting. Like, ugh.
You felt what? You felt
I felt scared. I felt like real fear and sad and like grief. Like I just miss looking at the sky and having it be blue. I mean, it's been smoky for like almost a month at this point, and now it's like, you know, you manage and you're like, okay, and then it just like throws more curveballs at you. So
dramatic way of saying it. Yeah. Yeah. Curveballs, total shit show.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to say it just got way worse, but I don't know if I want to use that kind of language.
Yeah. I mean, it's all kind of hard, but yeah, we have a lot of stressors on board right now.
And to feel the physical effects of it too, of just like my chest hurts at a time when there's also a respiratory illness going around. It's like not fun to be coughing. Right. And like there's already, I think, an exhaustion with like just COVID and being at home, and then the smoke is also it's making me feel really tired.
Yeah, it's totally wiping me out.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
And you know, we have things that we have to do to make our lives go, and then we have things we think we have to do. And why don't we all just kind of cut our to-do list at least in half right now for, I don't know, a few days? Just take the pressure off, take the ego out of it, just kind of, I don't know, like a rest.
Yeah.
I think a rest is in order on purpose too.
And compassion, self-compassion. There's no like, when you're in distress, when the world is like this, there's no like right or wrong way to respond.
Right. So I'm glad you said it, because validation is key. Mm-hmm. We validate the emotions we're having, not all the thoughts, not all the behaviors, but yes, all the emotions, we validate those. And even if we're having weird thoughts, it doesn't matter. They're just generated by the fear that is extra right now. So yeah, a little, it's okay. Yes, it's going to be okay. Okay. I mean, just telling yourself that in whatever form you want to, just a little extra TLC with yourself these days, please. It's going to make you kinder to others. It's going to make your fuse not as short. People are snapping on each other, flashing on each other over little shit, and then you go home with shame. Mm-hmm. Like, forget that. There's enough fear floating around. There's enough sadness floating around, fear of the unknown. We don't need shame on top of it too. So just like keep your shit in check a little and know that you're hovering. Remember that hum we talked about, and just breathe it away. 3 deep abdominal breaths, talking about laughter, calming down the central nervous system. As we always say, the 3 deep abdominal breaths will also calm down your central nervous system. And yeah, somebody's thinking, oh, that's so basic. She's so right now. the thing is, everybody fucking says, and nobody does it in the moment. So yes, I'm going to say it again. I'll probably say it next week. Happily. Because if I will stop saying it when everybody starts doing it. So I know if I'm forgetting to do it and you're forgetting to do it, everybody's forgetting to do it. And it really does have the impact that we're looking for, and we just forget because our emotions just swell over us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Reducing shame, validation of emotions, self-compassion, as you said, little extra TLC.
And I think generosity where you can.
Give me that. That's the pro move.
Yeah. Well, when I went to go get coffee, I have a friend that's going through a hard time, so I went and I got him a coffee and dropped it off.
That is so nice.
Mm-hmm. And just like doing things like that, like when you know that someone needs a little something, it helps just to do something about it. Because, you know, when you care about someone, you see them struggling or going through something, that hurts you too.
Totally.
And then it's a way to like validate that feeling, that sadness of yourself, and then give them something else, to not make it about you, that you feel like you deal with your own shit on your own. Give them something, and then you feel this like relief.
Totally. And you know, doing all those years of therapy, I did learn that few things are as emotionally regulating as helping. Mm-hmm. You get out of your own shit and you're into generosity. You know, like yesterday, the sky's red. I'm like, I'm not doing shit. I'm canceling my calls. I'm not doing shit today. I'm just going to go hibernate. And then within 5 minutes, I was like, oh, no, I'm totally keeping my calls. I'm helping them. I'm helping her. You know what? I'm going to do an extra call for the docs. Like, I went from not doing anything to extra. And I'm so glad I did that, because that was magnificent. And I did it for you guys, but that's the thing. I got something from it too. Not that you go into it with that intention, but that is the gift that you get.
Well, I think that's also a really good example of like validating the emotion of you wanting to cancel everything. That doesn't mean that you're going to act on that.
Right.
So you can validate the fucking weird thoughts that you have in your head. That doesn't mean that that's what gets put out into the world.
Right.
But you're able to move past it once you validate it.
Totally. And that's a form of, what are you smiling?
I was just proud of it.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I mean, hey, it's Throwup Thursdays with Dr. Olivia Hawkins. Yeah,
I'll take my PhD now.
Yeah. God, don't get the PhD. Just do the thing.
Absolutely not.
Let's go help people. It's way too funny. People. And I don't mean clients. So there was something I was going to say about that too. The validation. I lost it. That's okay. We can end with being proud of you.
Do you want to pull a card also? And then
do you have them near you?
I do. I have them. Also, the one that I got yesterday.
What did you get yesterday?
Yesterday, you need a big fucking hug.
Oh my God, I love that one.
And
it's how true. How true. Okay, hang on. I'll get mine. You go ahead. Fun.
All right. So if you weren't here last week, we are currently pulling a card from the Rebel deck, which is this
intro.
It's a great Oracle deck, I think is what it's called.
Oh, somebody wanted to know last week. Somebody put in the comments, what is that deck? This is the deck. I don't know why unicorns are crossed off on there, but
whatever. I just ignored the cross.
Totally what. You know, I did start my own. I have up on the whiteboard in my office, I started doing my own cards.
Hell yeah.
That I say.
You're like the beta of what your cards will be.
Totally. Dude, I need me own deck. What did you get?
Don't fucking force it. Allow it to come to you.
Force what?
Some friend stuff, I think.
Okay, we'll talk about it privately. Okay. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on the person, just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Oh, I know. Who I know what that is. But I already decided not to write the scathing email because I don't want to reinforce narcissistic delusion. So I'm just going to let that go and put it in my next book about narcissism. Thanks, assholes, for giving me plenty of stuff to write books on. Okay. Well, I'm glad we did this. I mean, boy, it was hard to rally for this today.
Yeah.
With everything. But again, validate, move forward. Thank you for joining me. You are always a lovely added extra to this. I think
You're welcome.
Better with you.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. And we will see everybody next week, 4:00 PST, Throw Up Thursdays. And this is all on the YouTube channel, Dr. JJ Kelly. And you know the Instagram and the Facebook's the same too. So whatever. drjjkelly.com. It's all the same shit. So come see us next week. Bye. Bye, Olivia.
Bye.
Get in touch with me, Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc, at drjjkelly.com.